Space, the final frontier. Good morning and welcome to Whenever You Are. I am Bandit Haze, and today I'm going to be talking about No Man's Sky. Now, No Man's Sky has been in the news lately for a few reasons. In fact, it's actually been in the news for about 18 quintillion procedurally generated reasons, but I'm just going to talk about a few of them. Now, here's the thing. I haven't actually played No Man's Sky yet, and the reason for that is because when I first heard about it, it sounded like an interesting game. It sounded like a really cool idea. I just wasn't convinced that it was going to be something that I personally would find enjoyable. I'm not usually into exploration style games, and even games that have exploration elements, they tend to bore me a little bit. So what I was going to do was wait till it's released, wait till the opinions start coming through, wait till reviews start coming through, see what people are saying about it, and in all honesty, wait till the price comes down, because 40 quid for this? You're having a giraffe, mate. And now at this point, it seems like I'm probably not going to ever bother with this game. Well, maybe not ever. I mean, maybe when it's like really dirt cheap. Because what I'm hearing now is that within 2 weeks of its release on Steam, 88% of its players just decided, nope. Now, bear in mind that this game had the biggest launch of a Steam title in 2016 so far. There were 212,000 plus people playing this game day one, and within 2 weeks of that, nearly 90% of 212,000 people were like, screw you guys, I'm going home. So it would seem that No Man's Sky is actually a pretty apt name, because there's no man there. Now, of course, every game is going to see a decline in players after some time, but comparing that to other titles, most games will see around a 70, 80, 90% drop off after about a month. No Man's Sky, less than 2 weeks. So not only did it have the biggest launch of a Steam title in 2016 so far, it most likely also had the biggest abandonment rate of 2016 so far. So I think congratulations are in order. Now, why might that be, I hear you ask? Actually, I don't hear you ask. Most likely because you're not watching this as I'm recording it, and we're probably not in the same part of the world, so I'm not going to hear you anyway. You know, just in case you're wondering if there's any voodoo involved or whatever. No, there isn't. And also, that's racist. Anyway, one of the reasons might be down to the fact that Sean Murray, one of the directors of No Man's Sky, might have been just a little bit loose with the truth. Might have exaggerated a few details here and there, and maybe just a little bit of a fib or two. Now, I watched a video by Stirling where he points out that much of what Sean Murray said wasn't an out and out lie. It was more like being creative with reality. Kind of like wrestling. It's not fake, it's entertainment. Anyway, because of that, I'm not going to call Sean Murray a liar. I am, however, going to say that Sean Murray is a disgrace to men everywhere. Because of Sean Murray, next time I walk up to some random girl in the street and I say to her, hey, I just want to feel on your boobs and make out with you, she's going to be all like, oh, you men, you're always saying stuff you don't really mean. Thanks a lot, Sean. I mean, all that hard work, all that dedication, all the efforts that the prank channels of YouTube have made so that we can have a world where a simple man can just walk up to a woman and smack her on the bum just because he feels like smacking her on the bum. Gone. Just gone. And it's all because of you, Sean Murray. All because of you. I got a little bit deep there. Just a little bit. Alright, anyway, what it comes down to is that there were promises made, or at least insinuations made, that just weren't delivered in the final game. And the biggest of them seems to be the multiplayer factor. Now, Mr. Murray has said in interviews that there is multiplayer, that you can meet other players, but because they're building this huge universe, that it's something that would be extremely rare, and depending on how many people actually play it, may never happen. But what some people have found since getting No Man's Sky is that meeting other players inside the game isn't rare. Instead, it's more like winning an iPhone from Unbox Therapy. Allegedly. People have found out that it is just not possible to meet other players inside the game. And further to that, the 18 quintillion planets that you could explore in a seemingly never-ending adventure, turns out that you actually just do the same things over and over again in each bloody planet you go to. So effectively what we have is a game where people were promised the universe, and when they got it, realized that it wasn't much more than their bedroom with a different coat of paint. Now here's the thing. In my opinion, this actually sets a very poor precedent for the independent games market, because although No Man's Sky was kind of looked upon as a AAA game, it is actually an independent game. An independent game that sold for $60. And what it showed is that there are a lot of people out there willing to pay $60 for an independent game if they believe they are getting something of value out of it. You see, there's been a lot of talk about the cost of independent games, where some people believe that they should cost more, some people believe that they should cost less, some people believe they should just stay as they are. Now, I'm of the belief that an independent games developer should be able to charge whatever they want for a game, whether that's $6, $60, $600, even $6,000 if they feel it is worth it. But they absolutely must be able to deliver on that value. And this is something that a lot of developers, AAA developers as well, but I think especially indie developers, don't seem to have much of a concept of. As a consumer of art and entertainment, if I come across a game that's £15 and I hear that it's, it's a pretty good game, quite an interesting story, but it's really easy, you could probably beat it in less than 2 hours with not much effort, that's a pretty hard sell. As in, I'm not gonna spend £15 on that game. I just bought a game recently called Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures for £7, and so far I spent some 3-4 hours on it just trying to beat the first level, and I still got 7 or 8 levels to go after that. I'm playing it on hard mode, by the way. Not that I suck at the game. Hard mode. Old school. Yeah. So in terms of value, there is no way, and the rock means no way, you could ever tell me that a game going for £15 that gives you so much less is worth it. But with No Man's Sky, they were offering value. They were saying, yes, we're independent, but look how much we're putting into this game. Look how much you're getting from this game. We're offering just as much as any AAA game, and as such, we're going to charge just as much as any AAA game. And people supported it. But they didn't deliver. They screwed it up. So now the next time an independent developer tries to sell a game at $60, probably going to be subjected to a lot more scrutiny. I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. And that is what I think of Hello Games' recent news. What do you think? No Man's Sky or No Woman No Cry? Let me know down below, and if you liked this video, give it a like and share it amongst your friends. If you did not like it, then give it a dislike and share it amongst your enemies. Either way, let me know your reasons in the comments. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and until whenever, if ever, in cyberspace, everyone can hear you scream. But when trying to put all sides together, what I found is that it's less trigonometry and more trigonometry. Now,